By request, this is a quick video of my loom that I have here for myself and the wife, mostly her, of course. Here's the reed right here. It's just made out of threads wrapped around over and over on the top and bottom down here. Makes a nice little reed here, as you can see, with the threads in between the work right there. Also have marks marking off where the reed should be to make sure everything goes on straight. Of course, when it's on H over here, it'll be on H over here. It's got a storage area here for other things. And behind the reed, of course, we have the pull-up handles for the two heddles back here. And each heddle is made individually, or each heddle string, as you can see here. Here's one here, and right in the middle it's hard to tell. There's two knots, one for the bottom and one for the top. That way once you stick the string through here, it will keep the thread where it's supposed to be. When you raise the heddle up, so does the corresponding strings in front and in back. And each one of the heddles is made out of two rods, two aluminum rods. And this dowel right here keeps the tension on both sides. Right here we have, of course, your rubber bands. And basically what that does is pull the heddle back down. And what I have here is a rod drilled straight through one side into the other, and it holds the yarn. I shove the rod through right in the center, and of course here's a string coming out of that particular bolt of yarn right there. And here we have our winding rod. Right now it's connected to the apron rod, which is on this particular work right here. And on the other side we have basically the same setup here. And right here is your winding rod, so that when you finish your work all the way back, you can just wind it up right there. And in back we have this. It's also gauged to measure. That way I'm going straight in from back to front right here. And it's tied off right here. Of course, we have a pretty big storage area here. And the way this thing works is pretty simple. Basically, all you do is you have your shuttle here. Get that in the picture here, as you can see. And pull your reed forward. Grab up the corresponding heddle, as you can see. It just lifts back, pull back, and that lifts it up like so. And the thread keeps it held up. And of course, when you have that going like that, it makes your shed right here in the front. You can see it right there. And that's where you'd put in your shuttle through. And when you let go, it comes back down. And then you would pull back on the reed. That beats it into place, like so. And then you would pull up the other one. And of course that lifts up that one, which also creates a shed, as you can see. And really, there's nothing to it. What most people want to see is, of course, the reed here. It's just individual strings with the inch marks marked off on top. You can see those real well in the video here, here. That way, when you're sticking it through, for example, short work right here, you know where the exact center of the reed is. I have it marked right here, as you can see. It's just my thread right there. And if you'll look back here, now this is actually in the back. You see part of a baby bed back there, the slats. What they is you have one bottom and then one right above it. You can see it right there. And basically what I use that for is that when you stick your work through and you tie it off toward the back, well, it's basically used for measurement. You can go out the back of the machine from the bottom to the top, to the bottom to the top, and these are about a foot apart, so as you're winding you can actually gauge the length of your yarn just by winding this back and forth. And of course the winding rod right there, or the positioning rod. I have that down there to keep the work out of the way of the reed. Of course it's tied off right here. The work is on the apron rod. If you can see that. But anyway, that's basically about it. Lots of storage up here. All this built myself, no plans. I didn't want to spend no $2,000 on one of these, so hey, I just got the wood and built my own. Two by fours for the legs. The wife uses this mostly. And just a brief showing of what's been made on this thing. It really works, as you can see. Tied off down here and up here. This is the robe from the Ten Commandments. Thank you for watching my video.